nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up with the Cincinnati Bengals. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Takes it at the 7. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
No, I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
He finds his man, complete. It's Palmer, and he'll be corralled right around the 34. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now they go play action now. Burrow. Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it.
Every coach we ever talk to says to his team before the game, quick start, guys. Let's get out of the gate fast. How about that? They took his lesson to heart, didn't they?
They did exactly that. A nice diving catch here on the game's opening drive.
Here we go.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Burrow. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. And Burrow going to throw again. He hits Adams, complete. And he is going to have a Bengals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throw to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the 1st down and then some.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he gets it down to the 32. Well, this defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
They sure did, and the key number to me was total offense allowed, which was barely over 100 yards. That's a heck of a sign that this defense is really putting all the pieces together and doing it cohesively.
Back to Mixon on 2nd down. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Left sideline, a dive, and it looks like he's got it. Oh, this crowd does not like that call.
Understandable reaction from them. That's their team that the penalty's going against, but you and I both know they're going to take care of the quarterback.
So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. Mixon. And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Bengals are going to take a first-quarter lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
From the 27, Allen. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now Allen. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that first down on 3rd down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Allen. That's caught by Gabriel Davis. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series, they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Allen off the play fake. He'll air this one out deep for Davis. And it's caught. Touchdown. Gabriel Davis, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Monarchs are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this is going to be returned from middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And Charles, still a long way to go in the season, we know that. But as it stands, these are your top two seeds in the AFC. So I ask you, is this a potential AFC championship preview?
Brandon, I need you to get me a...
And that's caught inside the 35. And it's a big play there as he is finally taken down on what will be a terrific final act of this first quarter. 7-7, our score after one. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first and goal situation. They'll give it to Mixon. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
He's already found the end zone once in this half, and they do a nice job there pushing him backwards and denying his bid for a second score.
Now from the 7, here's second and goal. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Being chased out left. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Burrow taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Bengals have taken the lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And there, of course, was a lot of talk about this ball game coming into play. Two division leaders in the AFC. Could this be a potential playoff preview down the line?
Yeah, and I think when you're talking about the talk about this game coming into play, you're talking about me because I blew up your phone all week prior to this one. I was so excited about this game because, to me, it's not out of the realm of possibility that these two teams see each other again down the road. I like this matchup. They match up very well against each other.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. Room here to run. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big pickup there on the run.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Allen. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Well, they use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57. Run. Alert flare.
Hands it off out of the gun. And he's heating up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
That was a really nice play, able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free, and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taking them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal. He'll try again, and he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Monarchs are an extra point away from drawing level. And oh, he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Bengals drive about to get going. And we know all about the importance of this ball game. Sure, we're still just in the middle part of the season, but this one you feel could have ramifications down the line.
Right now you're looking at these two teams as being the number 1 and 2 seeds in the NFC, and I know it's a little early to start worrying about seeding and such, but let's face it, if these two meet again, the winner of this game could be the one hosting that game that they play down the road.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They go play action with Burrow. And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. Gregory Rousseau just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And that one goes incomplete on the drop. That's one he definitely normally catches. 4th down. The Bengals bring out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Let's take it inside his own 40. 47-yard punt, a return of 4. And out will come the offense as they take over. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number one goal? Make the playoffs. Number two, win your division. Number three, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number one seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
I felt that one all the way up here. How about that big man laying out and making that catch?
Yeah, that wasn't a 180-pound wideout. That was a tight end. Throwing again on second down. Allen is going to let this one go deep. And this is taken in at the 5. And touchdown! Dawson Knox hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Monarchs have retaken the lead. And now Sean McDermott's made the call. They'll go for 2. Allen will try to throw for it. And it's intercepted at the goal line. A great read, and it's picked off. And a short return to the 6-yard line. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Taken at the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And with him trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. He finds his man, complete. That's Frazier. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Play action. It's Burrow. He finds his man, complete. It's Frazier. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A big connection on that one. 35 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Open man is Higgins, and he's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. T. Higgins, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals are once again going to retake the lead. McPherson now for the extra point. And the lead is now 2.
Makes the score Bengals 21, Monarchs 19.
So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And we'll see how they want to play this. Just a little over 20 seconds to go. And meanwhile, Allen's throw taken in by Diggs. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Snap comes at 1, and it's Allen. Able to complete this one to McLeod. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
You're not ready. You're not ready. Watch 36. 36 to Mike. I got you. Alert, alert, alert. Mike 36. Mike 36.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. He's got the hook up with Diggs. Touchdown. Stephon Diggs. In the final seconds of the first half. And the Monarchs have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead is up to 5. So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as it's time now to send you back stateside to Orlando, Florida, and check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. As they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the second half. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with 3rd and about 6 yards to go. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Looking right sideline. That's complete. Touchdown.
I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going.
And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
To throw again on second down. Burrow to Mixon on the check down. Pushes him over. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Here's Burrow. And this is incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, here's Burrow.
This goes out wide for Mixon.
And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Throwing again, it's Burrow. A quick throw, but incomplete.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. Touchdown, Bengals.
Joe Mixon
with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Bengals able to get this back within a touchdown.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And this is back to a 5-point game.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. Even with the good gain, I thought they might accept that one.
Yeah, you thought maybe they'd go with the downs as opposed to the yardage. So if you're taking the yardage now, second and less than 5, that tells me you feel good about how your offense is working.
So after the penalty, here's 2nd and 3. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen works right side into the hands of the tight end, Knox. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 43.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Now a handoff here to his running back. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
On play action, Allen. Flushed out right. And he'll just get rid of it. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Allen now looks to throw. Flush to his right. Now he's going to throw deep right side.
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked off inside the 10. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35. The Bengals drive about to get going. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
And they'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. On 2nd and 9, Burrow. He finds his man, complete. That's Palmer. And down to the 15. A big play there for Cincinnati.
Well, partner, that's how you make a long drive suddenly not so long anymore. One big play, and they're already in field goal range with designs on getting more than that.
From the red zone now, here's Burrow first down. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. That catch good for only a couple.
The key to any screen play is all in the deception. And that means everyone on the offensive side of the ball. But someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to him and hold him for just a short gain.
And they go play action now. Burrow. Escaping the pressure right. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the gun on 3rd down is Burrow. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. A great play there. with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Bengals have taken the lead here in the fourth. All right, now a big two-point conversion attempt still to come.
And Burrow's going to look to throw for it.
And he's got it. So the two-point conversion is good, and they add on to their fourth-quarter lead.
So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away.
These guys take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining.
Stephon Diggs, 20. And all the way in for the touchdown. Stephon Diggs, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And his guys have taken the lead here in the fourth.
Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And that will make this a 4-point game.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Second and 10.
Now it's Burrow. He finds his man, complete. It's Frazier. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Mixon with a first down carry. And some room to roam now. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down.
60 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much through the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Hey, I'm not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, they want to ride him down the stretch. He should have fresh.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD.
Joe Mixon.
A 15-yard touchdown run. And the Bengals have taken the lead here in the fourth.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that gives them a 3-point lead.
Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last
true.
time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. And they'll run on the inside handoff. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Now Allen. Left side caught by Diggs. Touchdown! Stephon Diggs, 53 yards. And his guys have taken the lead here in the 4th. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game.
47, Bengals 43.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. The Bengals drive about to get going. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive, that culminating touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Burrow looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Frazier. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
They will throw on 1st down with Burrow. Dumps it off to Mixon. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Here we go.
Now Burrow on 1st down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 49. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. That was just one of those interceptions from our perspective here. We got a good view at the 50-yard line mid-level that quarterback and receiver were not on the same page.
Just by his reaction, I'm talking about the quarterback, he expected something different from his receiver. Whether he expected him to break in, out, deeper, shorter, they'll determine that on the sideline. But bottom line, you could see that he thought he'd be in a different spot, except the defender was not his intended target.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Allen going to throw. Forced out to his left. Completes it to Davis. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Allen to throw. Eluding the pressure right. A giant hole up the middle. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Josh Allen. 22 yards. And the Monarchs extend their lead, and they are about to get to a 9-2 record. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one in the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Burrow. Pass complete to Higgins. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. First down, and he gets out of bounds.
Now you have to like the play calling because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and incompletions to use the clock.
And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. His tremendous season passing the football, it continues, Charles. That last throw puts him over 4,000 yards now on the year.
And he's still got the rest of November and all of December still to play. So to me, 5,000 yards, very much in play.
Here's Burrow. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Frazier. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Burrow. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens in bounds.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. Now Burrow. He finds his man complete. It's Frazier. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Whether it's a touchdown or a field goal, whatever it is, they need to score quickly here on first down. To throw, Burrow. Flushed out right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Now the question is obvious. Do you try to kick the field goal right here knowing that you need 2 scores? I would be thinking about it if I were on that sideline. Get the field goal now, try and get the touchdown later.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Throwing, Burrow. And he's got it. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Throwing now is Joe Burrow. And the Bengals are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. So still a little work to do here, but they got the much-needed conversion.
So they got that taken care of. Now you would assume onside kick in order to try and get the ball back again, in order to try and kick at least a tying field goal.
And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. An ideal spot here to get a first down and try to run some more clock, and this is second and less than a yard. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Now Allen. He completes it to the tight end, Knox. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
So Allen's going to look to throw. And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown. But, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points